Okay, girl, stop. I don't want to get in trouble for having music on that I'm not supposed to have on. How's everybody doing? I'm just sitting here, straightening up all my stuff. Let me there. I know I haven't been on in a while, and I'm sorry. Um, I am happy to say that I am doing wonderful. I don't look it. I look a hot mess, but you know what? I've been cleaning, and I figured that I might as well take a break and get back to um, my favorite people. I'm getting ready to go to Jersey to see my sister today. Um, but I wanted to say thank you to everybody that has stood by me and watched me and got on me and held me accountable. It is week 2 of taking my estrogen, and I can say that I feel a huge difference. I didn't take it for a couple of days, and it kind of, you could tell. So, yeah, so I'm doing really well. Um, I'm able to wake up in the morning and put a smile on my face and do the things that I need to do. And I just want to let you guys know that it is possible. Um, the great thing, like I keep saying, is that I have a huge, huge support system. I have the most amazing children and the most beautiful husband that anybody could ever ask for. And I have some really, really tough friends who have thick skin, because I don't know if I would have dealt with me. Um, so, I can't express enough how the support system is very important. I can't imagine how some of you out there that are going through depression and anxiety and chronic illness get through their daily life. Um, Please, you need to find someone, a support system. You need that. If not anything, you need that for your own good. Um, and if you look at my posts, there's so many people on here that are saying the same thing, that they don't have anybody. Reach out to one of them. Um, it's more important, I think, than being on any kind of medication. Um, People that understand that what you're going through, they have empathy for you. And this way you know that you're not alone. So one of my biggest challenges that I had is I was getting so caught up in my head. Things were going a mile a minute, and I wanted to get everything accomplished, and I felt like I needed to get it accomplished then. And that made me realize that I am an adrenaline junkie. It's basically what it is. I thrive off of adrenaline. I'm a procrastinator to no end, and it's what I thrive off of. So how do you fix something like that? Because at the end of the day, the adrenaline that I'm running on is what's actually hurting me also. Um, One thing I hate the most is making lists. Uh, Even sitting here looking at dust build up, I'd say, oh, I needed to dust that, and then I need to do that, and then I need to do that, and then I look at everything, and I have this list in my head that just keeps piling up and making it darker and darker and darker, and I just need to get it all done, but I don't know where to start. So what you need to do is step back out, take a breath, come in, put your little blinders on the side of your eyes, and tackle the first thing that you see. Um, Set yourself a goal. That's one of the other things that we talk to. Write your goals down so you can cross them off, because the first time you cross off that first goal, you are going to feel so good and you're going to want to accomplish the next goal. So what I was doing is, even down to, I want to fix up my house, because I guess I've been in it so much. I'm not used to being here as much as I am right now. So even making a list of things that I want, so I don't overwhelm myself, right down to new towels. So I'm trying to get everything out of my head and put everything on a list for me. So that's my challenge for you today. Get inside your head. I know it's horrible to be there, but get inside your head and start writing everything down. Or if you don't like writing, like me, I can't stand writing. Use your phone. It has this great thing, little app on there that it's speak to text. You can do that or make a little video of yourself. And it's actually helping me a lot because I'm clearing out my little mess I have up in my head. And I am getting the things done that I want to get done. And at the end of the day, it's helping me. So I would like for everybody to stop what they're doing today, take 10 minutes for yourself, and just sit down with a piece of paper with your phone, and from first to last, write down or say all the things that you want to accomplish, or all the things that are inside of your head that you're thinking that you need to get done and fix. Um, because you're going to overwhelm yourself, and then you get put into the hole, and then you have the next day you have 10 other things that are going to get to you. So if you're like me, you are your worst enemy, and you need to be friends with yourself, and you need to start liking yourself better. um, and you can do it. You know, if it's you need to lose weight, then you start every day. Don't jump into a diet. Every day replace something. So if you are a chip junkie like I am, replace every time you have a craving for a chip, replace it with something healthy, you know, and then the next day, replace another bad habit with something healthy. And sooner or later, you're going to be on that healthy path. Um, but if you jump into it full force, um, and you're too hard on yourself, then you're not going to want to finish it. You know, I said to my husband, it's like, you know, I'm in the restaurant business. And, you know, when you go out to dinner and your food doesn't come and then you don't see your waitress, it's like, did the waitress go and eat my food? No, what's happening? And because I'm in this business, I know if the kitchen messes up on the food or the food is not in, the server then tries to avoid the table because they don't want to have the confrontation with the table and they don't want the table to ask them where things are. That's what happens with us on a daily basis. If we're afraid to face something head on, we just avoid it. Well, I say let's tackle it because it's just going to add up and overwhelm us. Um, and that's when we tend to try and hide from ourselves and everything builds up. Um, so, you know, be a little bit easier on yourself. Um, I feel so much better. Like my aches and pains are going away. My stomach is still swelling up and I can't fit into my clothes. And that frustrates me. But you know what? I'm okay. I'm okay with that right now, right this minute. I might not be okay with it tonight when I try to get dressed up again. But for right now, I'm going to try and concentrate on the good feelings that I have on the good days. And when I'm having a bad day, then I can look back on the good days. You know, my sister and my husband, a couple of friends had said that they can tell when I'm having a bad day or when I've missed taking one of my estrogen pills because I get a dark look in my face. And I don't ever want anybody to see that look on me. And I actually saw it for myself. But I was able to catch it. So I'm healthy enough now to know the difference in the way I feel and stop it before it gets any worse. And and I hope that's the path that, you know, any of you that are on this, watching this, are on. And know that there are people out there that care about you. And you know, one of the basic things that I like to say to everybody is stop expecting from others the things that you would do yourself, because you're going to just let yourself down and you're going to let the other people down. You know, I can't expect people to react the way I would react because they're not me. So if I'm going to do something good for someone and I want to help someone, I'm going to do it because I want to. I'm not going to expect them to do anything back for me. Um, because maybe they're not supposed to. Maybe that they can't or they're not capable or have the ability to. Maybe they're supposed to help someone else. So if I help someone, then I know that there's someone it's a complete circle. There's someone out there that's going to do something for me. And it's probably the least person that I've ever expected. So we need to honestly stop being so hard on ourselves and stop expecting so much from everyone else. Um, we'd be so much happier if we did stuff like that. So that's my goal. Mm, my goal is to expect less and give more. So why don't we challenge ourselves to do that? Expect less and give more. And you'll realize how much happier it makes you. Because the worst feeling in the world is to be let down. And we have to ask ourselves, are we letting ourselves down, or are those people actually letting us down? You know, if you do something with a good intention and want to help someone, um, but you expect something in return, is that really helping them, or is that helping yourself? Um, I think it's more helping yourself because A, you want to feel good about yourself, and B, you are expecting them to do something for you. So again, you're getting something out of it. Try doing something for someone just because. Start with a stranger. You're not going to expect them to find you and do something. So if you find a wallet on the ground, do you give that wallet back because you know what it's like to lose something? Or do you give that wallet back because you're expecting a reward? Well, the reward should be that you feel good and you did something nice for someone else. Um, so I think we really need to start questioning our motives on why we do things. And maybe once we start understanding ourselves, um, we'll understand others more clearly. So um, I'd like to hear what how you feel about that. I love trying to understand people. And I'm not saying the things that I'm saying are the right way of doing things and the way that you need to do them. They're what's helping me. They're what's helping me get out of bed in the morning. They're what's helping me understand my motives and my way of thinking a little bit more because I've really become a stranger to myself. Um, and if I'm a stranger to myself, then how do I expect anybody else to understand me? So, can we do that today? Can we, if you can't do something nice for someone, then don't, because then you're letting yourself down and you're letting that person down. Um, but just try to be a little bit easier and lenient with yourself and the people that are around you. Okay. Love one another, have fun. And if you guys watch my Sassy Little Sissy jewelry show, you'll notice that it's really what's given me a purpose. It's taking me out of my shell again and making me happy. And we have these little dance parties where you just stop and you dance. You know, I just think music and dancing it just does something, and dance like nobody's watching. That's the best part. And that's what I did. I just danced like no one's watching and had fun, and it made people laugh and it made people feel comfortable. So, you know, go easy on yourself. Give yourself a chance to laugh. Give yourself a chance to come out of yourself and just come out of yourself and your shell and just have a good time. Join me during my dance parties. They're Monday and Wednesday night. We play some really good music and you see some really funny sights. So I'm going to go for now. I think I hear my daughter rummaging up there. Um, but I'm so glad to be able to come to you and tell you that I am doing well. I am going to start my Candida cleanse on Monday. So Christina, um, if you want to do it with me, you don't need to purchase anything, okay? I'm going to message you. Monday morning, we are starting. Basically, it's just a water and bone broth cleanse. And you can drink water, you can drink coffee, you can drink tea, you can drink clear liquids. So I usually do it for 72 hours, but we're going to do it for 48 hours, okay? So let's get through that first 48 hours, and then we'll introduce something into our diet. So Christina, and if anybody else wants to get involved in it, it is going to happen Monday, absolutely 100%. Okay? So if you want to join me with this, now that I know that my mental stability can handle it, I didn't want to do it before because I think I just was, when I decided that I was going to do this, I was going to be healthy and I was going to be fine and it was just going to be snap. And it wasn't. It definitely wasn't. So I am 100% sure that I am able to do it because I just did it on Monday and Tuesday and I felt really good. I was a little wheezy by Tuesday night, um, but I know that I can do it now. So before I ask anybody else to do things with me, I want to make sure that it's something that I can fulfill. So yes, I can. So if anybody wants to join with me, just message me. You don't need to take any supplements on those 2 days. You don't need to get anything special. You can purchase some bone broth. I would suggest you do that, especially if you've never fasted before. And you just have to make sure that you're not doing anything strenuous for those 2 days. So if you want to do it with me, message me and we'll do this together. And then I'll message you of what you should break your fast with on Wednesday. Nothing, no dairy, no gluten. So it won't be anything with that because you want to introduce that stuff to yourself slowly. But I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Doesn't sound like fun, but it's fun when you do it with other people, okay? So I am going to go for now because I have to get packed up and ready to go to Jersey tonight. I love everybody and thank you so much for being there for me.